will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick off to get this game underway. Texas. Coming out with it, it's Bolden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline. Out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's held. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's going to pass. Throwing right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Game, even team.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on first down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns in the hurry up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Calls his own number. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Blue. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The give to the back. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To throw. It's Manning. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown Longhorn! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Wants to throw on second down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job.
Fires toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
How about the taking the shot off of the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very aggressive.
To the air, it's Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Obliterates him, still on the move. Oh, he dropped it. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires to the right. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. 3rd and goal coming up here. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snags it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Got a man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They want to just keep throwing it. Complete on the shuffle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Texas A&M going quickly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Moss. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. The sure hands. It's Owens.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. To my athlete versus yours, the defense won that battle.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. It's Barber. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Finds his man. It's Barber. And they'll knock him down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Quarterback moving. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
Let's go.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got it. And he will
Let's go. You go ahead and quit now.
Touchdown, Aggie. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start
That's
fast.
a
You want
ball
everything
game.
to come out and start clicking.
No defense,
Make
no
some plays. It
offense.
doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. And now the other team better respond.
All one he's got is Milrow.
Fair
Milrow
catch.
strapped
Call
this
for
game
and
too.
made. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the move. Quarterback gets the first down. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with the first down.
That's all I had. Oh, and I get the ball back? Let's go.
Alabama ready to put a boot
Oh,
to it to
stick
start
his
the
hand.
second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like
I
the
said,
running
no
game
defense.
isn't a big part.
Oh, look out!
Face
And
mask
they
too, that's
pick up
good.
a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Texas A&M going up tempo. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Gonna run it. It's Moss.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll it.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling with that.
Let's go. Like I said, no offense, no defense.
Man, did he show some hot
Now I'm about to get a pick on
Some
first time.
serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you,
Before he
hey,
quits.
I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Get in here, Chad. Look at this
And the
dude.
extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the
Just
touchdown.
21 skunk Bama now. On to the next. Let's go.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
Let me know if you guys want a sack or a pick. Alright.
Here comes that Alabama
Comment
offense.
sack or like.
Trailing by 3
Alright.
touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
The expressway is wide open.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they
Okay,
gave up
stop
a
that.
huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement
Oh,
from this
damn, the
home
whole
crowd.
goose
This ball,
egg.
he can go the distance with that
Goose egg
game-breaking
on the
speed.
scoreboard,
You're right,
bro.
David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to
Goose
see this
egg
guy
on the
play
scoreboard,
because
bro.
he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that.
So,
I tell you what,
still
they're
holding
down,
his real thing.
not out with
His
this
wife, he's
game.
gonna have
They
to
keep
pass in
feeding
a second.
him.
Watch.
Keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I
We'll
use
see
this
what he
now
does
to
when he has to
catapult,
pass.
use some play action,
Watch.
make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the
Give me
receiver.
that.
He's brought
Give me
down, but
that.
he
That
went
was a great
backwards
pass
after
for
that
2 yards
completion, not the way
backwards.
they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their quarterback in position to...
Touchdown time!
Wow. Alright, that was a good play. Alright, we had a good play, Cat. Yeah, one good pass play, Chat. There you go. Look at him now. Look at him now. He's graduating.
Blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Alabama 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He wants to throw it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed...
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. 1st down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Open runway ahead. downs after an just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
I really like this slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run...
Deep shot for the end zone.
Yeah,
and
great
they
pass.
wanted it all on that
That's
incomplete
NFL
pass.
accuracy
Instead,
right
they're
there.
looking at third down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone.
NFL accuracy right there.
Trying to take it back. Strikes the blow.
Let's go.
And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large
Double
part
coverage.
because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Taking a shot on the first play.
That's why I thought
Touchdown,
all-time
Texas!
offense over here.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the
pick.
end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
You better run it.
The Ducks
better
ready to
run
go
it.
back to work on offense. Boy, they had
You
that
better
last
stick your
drive
run.
moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just
Yeah,
crushed it.
that's right.
And those mistakes are going to happen.
Ooh.
You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the
That was
page.
pretty
if you're
good for
a
that
quarterback,
play.
right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
Steps away to find some room.
What I say?
And he
What did I just say? That was easy the whole
Never
way.
really got that return cranking, but the
You
offense
can
is
go ahead and
set
quit
up
those
there
number
for 30.
10.
It's not easy. When those quarterbacks are on the move to set their feet, square their shoulders, it's a difficult task. That's why defensively you want to do this. You want to flush guys outside of the pocket, get them on the move, cut off half the field, put them in a little more predictable situation, and try to make that INT.
Feeling some heat. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Manning. On the run, still looking. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
I I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
On second down, looking again to throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to go that way.
Come on.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Oregon 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Barges ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pound their way in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want... Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off and the touchdown counts. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 29 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going over the top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona's throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They're going to be like that all year next year.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
All year.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And get our team after 3 years of just sitting there.
Not going to
Third
risk a
year coming
return
up.
here. He'll make the fair catch.
Number 1 overall pick.
First down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Ducks want to move quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Let's go. Dude, every time. Why they quit? Damn, play a game, bro. Please play with without somebody quit. This is automatic. Automatic dub. Dub's in the chat group. Let's get it.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for the offense. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Running toward the tape. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
That was in the chat.
The
Let's
offense
go.
threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
National champs now, I guess.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Good block.
And he is just
32
engulfed at the line by this
drafted,
giant defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
That was in the chat. Let's go.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've marched it down to the 4, but now facing a third and goal. Push down for the tackle.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening goal.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. He'll toss it. He's loose at the 15. Bust through behind his pad. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off. Big gain and a first down for this offense. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Second and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw, it's Howard. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Catch in the middle. It's Ibuka. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second and 10. The play action fake. Extending the play. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sometimes an offsides penalty can slow down a rush. It's second and 5. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Grace. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last one.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising. promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air, it's Manning. This time it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it in the middle, it's held. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll try the run.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Texas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge.
Pulls it in on the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Makes the catch. It's Bond. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Use the play fake, now to throw. Running toward the goal line, it's a fumble. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Smashes through. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Handoff to the single back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Try to get it to the edge. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the first down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the shotgun. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. When that receiver got freed, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's held.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
They did the right thing by going for 2 to try to make this a field goal game, but the defense comes up with a stop. Not a lot of time left now, but there is still a chance. There's a window of opportunity. They only need a field goal now to pull this one out.
Keeps the legs moving. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.